There's a lot of streaming services out there, each filled with reality TV, comedy, drama, and of course, superheroes. But there's one dedicated entirely to nonfiction TV and documentary films, and that's Curiosity Stream. History, science, nature, we've got it. Space, dinosaurs, big cats, we've got that too. And pretty much anything else you want to explore. Go ahead, add some smart TV to your smart TV with Curiosity Stream. Go to curiositystream.com to sign up and start streaming today.
The climate crisis is here. Time's slipping away to stop the worst effects of global warming, and we need solutions. Hosted by me, Molly Wood, How We Survive dives deep into the economics, the tech, and the human stories behind those solutions. From billionaires trying to monopolize lithium mines to business rivalries so fierce that one CEO was dragged off a plane by federal authorities. How We Survive, following the money to the end of the world because our survival might depend on it. Listen on Odyssey and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Crosby from 31, who won it at San Francisco from 51. And it is blocked. His streak has come to an end, and the Steelers are taking off. It's Fitzpatrick, Minka Fitzpatrick, changing this game. On one play, there is a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
You hear things about what was said on television and all of that. I didn't have the line of scrimmage, so, I'd just be speculating and giving you some hearsay.
2:51. Time to call Shenderovich and Fishman. Why pay 40 when you can pay 25? Call 888-98-TWINS. Gene Steratore, Washington County's own. Awful job on TV. Half hour later, got it right on Twitter, but come on. To not render an opinion, he's getting paid 7 figures by CBS.
7 figures?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Hold, one more time. What?
Yeah.
To do that job?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yep.
I'll do it for half. I don't even need to know the NFL rules. I just need to have an ounce of common sense.
Yep.
Well, you know
Pretty
what
much said on TV that he couldn't make up his mind on that call and that it could go either way.
You know what I don't blame him for in that sense? They never gave us the definitive angle on the play, which drives me absolutely nuts. We got pylon cams now. We get, fishhole cameras in these pylons. Why could we not get a down-the-line view, like a down-the-goal-line view we always see now, of exactly where Hayden's body, helmet, all of it was when the ball started moving? Why can't we get that?
I think it's pretty obvious or pretty blatant why that's such a bad call. If it gets blocked in return for a touchdown, and then they show the replay, do you think at first blush, oh my God, he was offside there?
No,
no one does. That's why I don't think you can throw there's nothing
you
obvious.
Showed at real speed, I assume he is, because so few field goals are blocked that at real speed, I just assume they jump.
But even when you slow it down.
Again, though, you don't know where Hayden is relative to the line of scrimmage because we never get the definitive down-the-line shot. Looking at both lines.
I don't know, man. The freeze frame I saw had those guys still on the line when the ball was already in motion between the long snapper and the holder.
My problem with it is that we couldn't get a definitive verdict on it. And then in the Patriots game I'm watching, Patriots are driving down late in the game there. Blatant false start doesn't get caught, but that play does get flagged. Like, these are similar type of things. It should be obvious calls to make or not make. They miss an obvious one and decide to throw a flag on one that was hair trigger at best. The thing about that call and all the discourse surrounding it that is striking to me, and I don't mean to deflect from the actual, subject at hand here, how few Steelers fans seem like enraged to the point that they would have been a couple years ago, 2016, and this happens and costs them a game. We'd take 4 hours of calls on people foaming at the mouth.
Because I don't think
that those people believed it actually changed the outcome fundamentally. That is a striking thing to consider.
A 10-point swing, and you're right. I don't think Steelers fans feel like it was the difference in the game.
Because I think most people watching that game knew Aaron Rodgers could have put more on the board if he absolutely had to.
Well, yeah, they had 5 straight scoring drives.
I think people assume they would have gotten to 34, 37 if they had to.
By the way, I'm pretty sick of Minka and Devin Bush. I really am.
Who? Who's the second one?
They talk a lot. They're on social media. They bitch at people, Minka especially. Everybody sucks but him. PFF sucks. The Madden sucks. his peers suck. They ranked him too low in the top 100. Those guys don't know what they're talking about. He gets beat by Randall Cobb for a touchdown. The only time you see him other than, hey, Johnny on the spot, he picks up the ball on the extra point and returns it. But, wake me up when he actually makes
dropped an
difference.
interception early in the game.
Exactly. Yep. Green Bay shouldn't have scored on that possession.
And again, who's Devin Bush again? What number does he wear? Oh, yeah, he had that really nice sack up the middle.
Yeah, where no one blocked him. Robert Spillane could have done that.
Oh, good job. No, he's done great. One of the insane takes I have heard come out of the Devin Bush discourse that I know we've covered, but I'll bring it up again. Well, you draft a guy at that position, you don't want to hear his name called because that means he's getting beat. Who said that? I can't remember.
Craig?
Would
you like to chime in on that one?
Hard pass.
Interesting. No, you trade up 10 spots to go get an inside linebacker precisely because you think he will make a ton of splashes.
Here's Ron on the fan. Hello, Ron.
Hey, hello.
Hey.
How you guys doing?
I'm good.
I'm going exactly where you just mentioned. I'm going with Colbert Tomlin for the downfall of this team. I think this team's been in a downfall since Tomlin's taken over.
They won a Super Bowl in his second year.
Since Tomlin's taken over?
Okay. Then 3 playoff wins in 10 years.
Well, right, but that's not when he. Look, I'm not.
They went to
Tomlin,
2 Super Bowls in his first handful of seasons.
I'm not a Tomlin apologist either, but that's.
It's a little bit of
3
revisionist
playoff wins
history.
in 10 years.
Yes, that's
okay,
bad.
Let me prove my point. 3 playoff wins in 10 years. That's correct. They bring in a fullback, Colbert and Tomlin, that they don't even use. They have a third pick in the draft that they don't even use. These are
who?
These
Wait,
are
third pick in the draft. Who?
Washington.
Oh.
Washington.
Yeah. Well, he was a second pick, but I get your point.
I could understand how you were confused because they had a first-round grade on their actual third pick, Mason Rudolph.
So you want Tomlin and Colbert fired, or just Tomlin?
Yes, I think you have to go to the top. You have to bring in the right players. Do they even have a backup plan for Ben? No. Do they have a backup plan for the offensive line? No.
All right.
Thank you, Ron.
I understand the overall level. I mean, you go hyperbole when you say they haven't. The downfall started after Mike Tomlin got hired, and they won the Super Bowl and got to another one and almost won that one.
The team hasn't hit rock bottom yet. They might this year. I mean, they might end up as a 4 or 5 win team, which would be rock bottom. They haven't finished in last place since 1988. It's been more than 30 years. They're 2 games.
They'll win more
back of everybody else right now.
Here's a take. You want to hear something? Their best chance to go and hit rock bottom is to leave Ben in the rest of the year. I actually think they would win. I'm not that they've won many. They've won 1. I think they'd be a more dangerous team with Rudolph in there solely because I think they would attempt to run an offense that doesn't just look like the same thing every play. Their best chance to tank is to let Roethlisberger stand in there and, Clint Eastwood his way around firing the gun waywardly the rest of the season. But the caller is right there about everything but the very first part of what he said. They neglected this O-line, which they knew was a problem. They said, we're going to have Najee Harris come in as a first-round pick, and he'll fix the running game. Wrong. We have a bunch of 4th and 3rd round guys. We didn't really prioritize spending in the offseason on it. We brought Juju back because Ben really likes him. He is a glorified, not a lot of burst slot receiver. He makes some tough catches, but what good are those? They could have signed a Morgan Moses type or somebody better. I mean, they have definitely neglected this roster in certain key areas.
Keeping up with the flood of news every single day can be quite stressful. There is climate change happening. There's the pandemic, labor movements, Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend. Hi, I am Gideon Resnick, host of Crooked Media's What a Day. Each week, Travell Anderson, Priyanka Arabindi, Josie Duffy Rice, and I are going to break down the biggest news stories of the day in a way that hopefully doesn't always make you want to cry. New episodes of What a Day drop every weekday at 5 a.m. Eastern. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
There's a lot of streaming services out there, each filled with reality TV, comedy, drama, and of course, superheroes. But there's one dedicated entirely to nonfiction TV and documentary films, and that's Curiosity Stream. History, science, nature, we've got it. Space, dinosaurs, big cats, we've got that too. And pretty much anything else you want to explore. Go ahead, add some smart TV to your smart TV with Curiosity Stream. Go to curiositystream.com to sign up and start streaming today.
There was stories of these girls that would leave his house and they would have to swim out in the lake and get away from them. He has a secret, the secret room in his house. He put me in there, she said. I don't want anybody to die anymore. I don't want anybody else to die. I'm looking for Ashley.
Season 3 of Up and Vanished is available right now. Listen for free on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.